So GameStop just had earnings and they were terrible, and I feel like fundamentals don't matter for GameStop. And the only reason why GameStop didn't really crash even further is probably because they named a new CEO and CFO for the company, and these guys are vets of Amazon. And and the fact that they just raised 551 million. I feel like this 551 million, they're never going to manage to make any kind of money from this from the business fundamentals. They're gonna have to rely on diluting shareholder moving forward to raise money to be able to execute on the Amazon slash strategy. And I think like GameStop has to be so thankful for the shareholders, because if it wasn't for the retail shareholder, GameStop probably would have went bankrupt, because there would have been no way for them to raise capital. I mean, if they did raise capital, they would have to severely dilute shareholders in order to do that. But because of the retail crowd, because of the retail investors, because of the just because of the retail investor, GameStop is saved. Like GameStop just came out of earnings and they lost money. So what? Moving forward, they're just going to keep losing money until Ryan Cohen shows, hey, look, we are doing it. We are catching up to Amazon. It might take 3 to 5 years and more dilution on the way. I think the GameStop biggest asset right now is their stock. Their stock is their biggest asset. And it's all thanks to retail investors. If it wasn't for the retail investors, GameStop would be screwed right now. They would not be. Lots of articles would come out and say that GameStop would go bankrupt. So now it's up to Ryan Cohen to execute on his strategy, his business strategy. He is a huge shareholder of GameStop, and he will lose his entire wealth if he doesn't execute. Or he can just sell out of his position and just be happy with it. I think that would make a lot of retail investors completely pissed off if Ryan Cohen did that. So Ryan Cohen cannot sell his position. He has to live and execute on his strategy and show that GameStop can be a giant in the future and compete with Amazon in the future. And if he can manage to pull that off, then at that point he can start selling his stock. So I think, this is my opinion, I think GameStop is probably going to be trading between $200 to $300 to $400, between that range. If exciting news comes out, I mean, I could get over $400, but if it goes to like $500, I think that's just a little insane. I mean, it is possible. For no fundamentals at all, GameStop just gets pumped to $500. I mean, that is a possibility. But if it does, I think they should raise more capital if, the stock goes to $500. Right now, I think the stock's going to trade between $200 to $400. And that is my opinion. I don't know what the stock's price is going to do tomorrow. But this GameStop is not on, it's not trading on fundamentals at all. It's traded on pure emotion right now, and GameStop has to be extremely grateful to the retail investors for pumping their stock and letting them raise capital at a very, very attractive rate. That they must be extremely happy about that. And so because of the retail investor, GameStop will not bankrupt. GameStop will transform his business into something else. And if they must be, I mean, GameStop should be really grateful to their shareholders. They should do something special for all their retail investors. They should look at all their retail investors and do something special as a thanks to the retail investors. Like, maybe, I don't know, give them a game or something, or Pokemon cards or something like that, because their biggest asset is the stock price right now. So I don't know if retail investors are going to stay interested. I think if a stock market crash happened, GameStop could crash real hard. That would scare most of the retail investors out of the stock. So we'll see what happens in the future. I think GameStop is a good tradable stock. My opinion only. Big crash, buy the dip, trade it. But long, if you are long on GameStop, you basically are gambling that Ryan Cohen and all the management can turn GameStop around and make it a new Amazon. I mean, it's always possible. Amazon started off as a book company. 20 years later, the biggest e-commerce giant in the world, valued at almost $2 trillion. So GameStop could do that. Just saying, not financial. I mean, yeah. So, again, everything I say is not financial advice. So if I say trade it, don't treat it as financial advice. If you want to hold this long term, if you want to stay away from the company, if you want to swing trade it or day trade it, it's totally up to you. It's your choice. Do what you want. In my opinion, this is a good swing trade because of the sheer amount of volatility. But that is my opinion. If you're also good at options, and it's also good for options too because of the sheer amount of volatility on the stock. So you do what you want, but this is my opinion only. So AMC Entertainment is will get reflected on GameStop. So if GameStop falls dramatically, it could reflect negatively on AMC stock. And AMC is another story where it's like they must be extremely thankful to the retail investors so they can raise capital at a very attractive rate and be able to survive and get back to regular business. They are extremely overvalued. They are still more valuable than GameStop at the moment at $25 billion market cap, while GameStop has a $21 billion market cap at the moment. So AMC, I think they are thankful to their shareholders. They are, giving them free popcorn, and, the shareholder meeting is going to be in the theaters. So, yeah, that's pretty cool in my opinion. Lloydstown could be saved by retail investors. Retail investors could come in and pump Lloydstown Motor stock all the way to the moon, letting them raise capital at a very attractive rate so they can go in and make the electric trucks. That is a possibility. That's why it's, if you're a short seller, it's pretty hard to short any stock in this market because of the apes, basically, the retail investors that are literally going after short sellers at the moment. So being bearish is not a good game right now for short sellers unless the stock market crashes. Workhorse, I really don't think Workhorse deserves to be a $2 billion company, but it is, because of the retail investors. They're pumping the stock. Clover Health, Clover Health is totally getting pumped by the retail investors right now. So it's good. It's a good trading stock for sure because of the sheer amount of volatility. That's my opinion. Coinbase is strong fundamentals. Not bad price at $225, just my opinion. But I like Voyager more than Coinbase because Voyager has such a small market cap and they have their own tokens. Coinbase does not have their own tokens, so and they're going into equities. Coinbase is not going into equities. So yeah, and they're going to debit and Visa card, and I don't think Coinbase has any of those products at the moment, but they will probably. CGC is an MJ stock. Yeah. Anyways, I don't really have too much to say. Datamax. What the hell? Oh, that made no sense. I guess so. So Datamax did really good on earnings, and supposedly they're gonna do good on next earnings report, but the earnings report after that might be bad, so they're gonna have to convert the business, or maybe if the virus mutates and they're going to need more test kits, and their business is just going to keep thriving. Mike, and this is actually a good buying opportunity. MicroStrategy is a good Bitcoin play if you're bullish on Bitcoin. Tesla is Tesla. If you're bullish on Tesla, you know, buy it. Not financial advice, just saying. Neo stock is down 65 cents after hours. Neo kind of follows Tesla. Sometimes it breaks away from Tesla. And right now, Bitcoin is rallying nicely. It's bullish. There was some big news for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrency, and now it's rallying big time. Anyways, that is it for my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.